Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to explore something really interesting and valuable from the world of coins. If you have an Australian 20-cents coin from the year 2002 in very fine condition, then this video is definitely for you. You might be holding a small piece of history that also carries a decent market value today. So stay with me till the end because we will uncover its history, condition importance, collector demand, and most importantly, its current value in dollars. The Australian 20-cents coin has been part of Australia's decimal currency system since 1966, when the country shifted from pounds to dollars. The 2002 version of this coin continues the same iconic design that features Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse side, symbolizing Australia's connection to the British monarchy. On the reverse side, you will find the beautiful platypus design, which is one of the most unique animals in the world and represents Australia's rich wildlife. The 2002 coin itself is not considered extremely rare, but its value depends heavily on its condition. Coins from this era were widely circulated, so finding one in very fine condition already makes it more desirable than average circulated pieces. Now let's talk about what very fine condition actually means. A coin in very fine condition shows moderate wear but still retains clear details. The main features, such as the Queen's portrait and the platypus design, remain sharp and visible. Some light scratches or signs of circulation may be present, but nothing that heavily damages the coin's appearance. This level of condition is quite important because collectors are always looking for coins that still preserve their original details. A very fine coin stands out compared to heavily worn coins and naturally attracts better value in the market. The Australian 20-cents coin from 2002 is made of cupronickel, which is a combination of copper and nickel. This composition gives the coin a strong, durable structure and a silver-like appearance. It weighs about 11.31 grams and has a distinctive scalloped edge with 12 sides, which makes it easy to recognize even by touch. This unique shape and solid composition not only add to its durability, but also make it visually appealing for collectors. Even after years of circulation, these coins can still look quite impressive if they are preserved well. When it comes to collector demand, the 2002 Australian 20-cents coin sits in an interesting position. It is not extremely rare, but it is still collected by enthusiasts who focus on Australian decimal coins or complete year sets. Collectors often look for coins in the best possible condition, and a very fine example is always more attractive than a worn-out one. Additionally, new collectors entering the hobby often start with affordable coins like this one. That steady interest helps maintain its demand in the market. Over time, as more coins get damaged or lost, even these common coins in good condition can slowly become harder to find. Now let's talk about what you really want to know: the current market value. A 2002 Australian 20-cents coin in very fine condition generally sells for around $120,000 to $3,200. In some cases, if the coin has particularly strong detail or eye appeal, it may go slightly higher. If the coin were in uncirculated or near mint condition, the value could increase significantly, but in very fine condition, this is the typical range you can expect today. The value may also vary depending on where you sell it, whether it's an online marketplace, coin dealer, or collector group. If you are a collector or planning to start collecting, this coin is a great addition to your collection. Always handle your coins carefully and try to store them in protective holders to maintain their condition. Avoid cleaning your coins, as cleaning can actually reduce their value instead of increasing it. It's also a good idea to keep learning about coin grading and market trends. The more knowledge you have, the better decisions you can make when buying or selling coins. Even coins that seem common today can become more valuable in the future if kept in good condition. To sum it up, the 2002 Australian 20-cents coin in very fine condition is a simple yet valuable collectible. It carries history, unique design, and steady demand among collectors. While its value may not be extremely high, it still holds a respectable place in the coin market and can be a great starting point or addition to any collection. Always remember, every coin has a story. Osti. And sometimes even small coins can bring big surprises over time. So check your collection carefully, because you never know what hidden value you might already have. Next up, Today, we're diving into something truly fascinating for coin lovers and collectors. The Australia 20 cents coin from 1968, especially in very fine condition. You might be surprised to learn how a simple coin from everyday circulation can hold real value and historical importance today. So stay with me as we explore its story, its condition, and what it's worth in today's market. Let's begin with the history. The Australian 20 cents coin was first introduced in 1966 when Australia transitioned to decimal currency. Just 2 years later, in 1968, the coin was already well established in daily use. These coins were minted in large numbers, making them quite common in general circulation. But their age and condition today make a big difference in their value. When we talk about a coin being in very fine condition, it means the coin has clearly been used but still retains strong details. The design elements are visible, the surfaces are not overly worn, and the overall appearance is still attractive. For a 1968 coin, being in very fine condition is actually quite respectable, especially considering it has survived over 5 decades. Now let's look at the background and composition of this coin. The 1968 Australian 20 cents coin is made from cupronickel, which is a durable blend of copper and nickel. This composition gives the coin its silver-like appearance and helps it resist corrosion over time. The coin features the iconic platypus design on the reverse side, which is one of Australia's most unique and beloved animals. On the obverse, you'll find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, representing Australia's connection to the Commonwealth. The design itself has remained largely unchanged over the years, which adds to its classic appeal. Moving on to collector demand, this is where things get interesting. While the 1968 20 cents coin is not considered extremely rare, collectors still value it for its age, historical significance, and condition. Coins in very fine condition attract attention because they strike a balance between affordability and quality. Collectors often seek these coins to complete sets of early decimal currency or to build a collection of Australian coins from the 1960 cents. The demand increases slightly when the coin has better detail, fewer scratches, and a cleaner surface. Even though it's not a rare coin, it still holds a steady place in the collector market. Now let's talk about the part everyone is curious about: the current market value. A 1968 Australian 20 cents coin in very fine condition typically ranges between $10,000 to $50,000. The exact value depends on factors like overall appearance, wear, and buyer interest. If the coin looks particularly sharp for its grade, it might even fetch slightly more. On the other hand, if it shows heavier wear, it could be closer to the lower end of the range. While it may not be a high-value coin, it still represents a solid and reliable collectible with consistent demand. For collectors, this coin offers a great opportunity to start or expand a collection without spending too much. It's always a good idea to store coins properly in protective holders to maintain their condition over time. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can actually reduce its value. Also, try to compare your coin with grading references so you can better understand its condition. Building knowledge about grading will help you make smarter decisions when buying or selling coins. And most importantly, enjoy the process. Collecting coins is not just about value, but also about history and passion. To wrap it all up, the 1968 Australian 20 cents coin in very fine condition is a wonderful piece of numismatic history. It may not be rare, but it carries decades of story, strong design, and steady collector interest. With a value of a few dollars today, it proves that even everyday coins can become meaningful collectibles over time. If you have one of these coins, consider it a small treasure from the past. And if you're thinking about starting a coin collection, this could be a perfect place to begin. Next up, today we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and I'm really excited because we're going to talk about a very interesting piece, the Australia 20 cents coin from the year 2001. Especially the rust green-toned old coin in fine condition, and what its value looks like in today's market. If you have one of these coins lying around, you might be holding more than just spare change. So sit back, relax, and let's explore its story, its beauty, and its value together. The Australian 20-cent coin has a rich and meaningful history. First introduced in 1966, when Australia shifted to decimal currency, this coin quickly became a part of everyday life. The 2001 version carries forward that same legacy, featuring the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on one side and the iconic platypus on the reverse, which is one of Australia's most unique native animals. Now, when we talk about a rust green tone, it doesn't necessarily mean damage. In many cases, this greenish tone comes from natural oxidation over time. For collectors, this can actually add character to the coin. A fine condition coin means it has been circulated, but still holds clear details, visible features, and an overall pleasing appearance. It may show some wear, but it still tells its story beautifully. The Australian 20-cent coin is made from cupronickel, which is a blend of this composition makes the coin strong, durable, and resistant to heavy wear, which is why many of these coins survive for decades. The coin weighs about and has a distinctive scalloped edge, making it easy to recognize even without looking. The design of the platypus swimming through water gives it a lively and artistic touch, and this design has remained one of the most loved features among collectors. Now let's talk about collector interest, because this is where things get really exciting. While the 2001 Australian 20-cent coin is not considered extremely rare in general circulation, coins that have developed unique toning, like a rust green color, can attract special attention. Collectors often appreciate coins with natural aging patterns because they make each piece unique. No two-toned coins look exactly the same. This individuality increases their appeal, especially for collectors who enjoy building visually distinctive collections. Demand also depends on condition. A fine condition coin with even wear and attractive toning can still be desirable, particularly for beginner collectors or those completing date sets. Now let's get to the question everyone is curious about: what is the current market value of this coin? In general, a standard 2001 Australian 20-cent coin in circulated condition is worth around which is 20 cents Australian dollars. However, when we consider a fine condition coin with a rust green toned appearance, the value can increase slightly depending on its visual appeal and collector interest. In today's market, such a coin might sell for approximately $140,000 to $175,000 Australian dollars, and sometimes even a bit more if the toning is particularly attractive or unique. It's important to understand that value is not only about rarity, but also about presentation, and toned coins can stand out in that regard. If you are a collector or thinking about becoming one, this coin is a great starting point. Always try to store your coins in a dry and safe environment because moisture can affect their surface over time. Interestingly, while some toning adds beauty, too much corrosion can reduce value, so balance is key. It's also a good idea to avoid cleaning coins, as cleaning can remove natural toning and reduce collector appeal. Instead, preserve this coin as it is. Sometimes the story of a coin is what makes it special. You can also compare your coin with others online or visit local coin dealers to get a better idea of its worth. Learning about coins gradually builds your expertise and makes the hobby even more enjoyable. To sum it all up, the 2001 Australian 20-cent coin may seem simple at first glance, but when you look closer, it carries history, craftsmanship, and even a bit of artistic beauty through its natural toning. A rust green tone coin in fine condition may not make you instantly rich, but it definitely holds charm and value beyond its face worth. For collectors, it's another wonderful piece to appreciate and preserve. So if you have one of these coins, take a closer look. You might discover something truly special. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and love learning about coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video with another exciting collectible story. Next up, today we are diving into a fascinating piece of history that might be sitting quietly in your coin collection or even hidden in an old drawer. Imagine holding a coin that connects you to Australia's past, a coin that has traveled through decades and still holds value today. Yes, we are talking about the Australia 20-cent coin from 1967, especially in very fine condition, and its current market value in dollars. Stay with me till the end because not only will you learn its value, but also what makes this coin so special and how you can benefit as a collector. Let's begin with the story behind this coin. The year 1967 was still early in Australia's decimal currency system, which officially started in 1966. So the 1967 20-cent coin is part of the first generation of decimal coins introduced to replace the old pound system. This coin features a beautiful design. On one side, you'll find the iconic platypus, one of Australia's most unique animals, symbolizing the country's wildlife heritage. On the other side, you'll see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, representing Australia's connection to the British monarchy at that time. Now let's talk about condition, because this is where things get really interesting. A very fine condition coin means it has been circulated, but still retains clear details. The design is sharp, the platypus is visible with good definition, and the Queen's portrait still shows most of its features. There may be some wear, but overall, it's in respectable shape and highly collectible. Composition of this coin. The 1967 Australian 20-cent coin is made from cupro-nickel, which is a mixture of copper and nickel. This gives the coin a silver-like appearance and strong durability, which is why many of these coins have survived in decent condition even after decades of use. The coin weighs around 11.31 grams and has a distinctive round shape with a milled edge. One thing collectors love about this coin is its size and feel. It's larger and heavier than many modern coins, making it stand out in any collection. Because it was minted in large numbers, it was widely used in everyday transactions. However, finding one today in very fine condition or better is what makes it exciting for collectors. Collectors care about this coin? The answer is simple: history, design, and nostalgia. Early decimal coins, like the 1967 20-cent piece, hold a special place in Australian numismatics. Collectors love owning coins from the early years of a new currency system. Even though this coin is not extremely rare, it is still popular among beginners and experienced collectors alike. The demand remains steady because it's affordable, easy to recognize, and part of a complete coin collection set. For many collectors, this coin represents the starting point of Australia's modern currency journey. That emotional and historical connection adds to its appeal. Now comes the part you've been waiting for: the current market value. In today's market, a 1967 Australian 20-cent coin in very fine condition generally holds a modest but respectable value. Typically, it can range from around $130,000 to $40,000, depending on its exact condition, shine, and detail. If the coin is in better condition, such as extremely fine or uncirculated, the value can increase further. But even in very fine condition, it's a great collectible piece with consistent demand. Keep in mind that coin values can vary slightly based on market trends, collector interest, and where you sell or buy the coin. But overall, it remains a stable and accessible coin in the collector's market. If you are a collector or planning to start collecting coins like this, here are some positive and helpful insights. Always pay attention to the condition of the coin. Even small differences in wear can affect the value. Try to store your coins properly in protective holders to maintain their quality over time. It's also a great idea to learn more about coin grading. Understanding what very fine or extremely fine really means will help you make smarter buying and selling decisions. Another tip is to collect coins with a story. Coins like the 1967 20-cent piece are not just metal, they are pieces of history. When you collect with passion, the value goes beyond money. And finally, always stay patient. Coin collecting is a journey, not a race. Over time, your collection can grow into something truly valuable and meaningful. To wrap it all up, the Australia 20-cent coin from 1967 in very fine condition is a wonderful piece of numismatic history. It may not be extremely rare, but it carries a charm, heritage, and steady collector interest. With a current market value of around $1 to $3, it's an affordable and rewarding addition to any collection. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced collector, this coin reminds us that even small things can hold great historical value. So, next time you come across an old coin, Take a closer look. You might be holding a piece of history in your hands.